Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. Heartstopper's repeated clarification of Nick's bisexuality is more important than it seems. In this op-ed ahead of Bisexual Awareness Day, Hannah Mackenzie examines the public response to bisexuality through the most recent season of Heartstopper. I'm bi, actually. If you've watched Season 2 of Heartstopper, the twee, optimistic, and hugely popular Netflix show centered around a friend group of primarily LGBTQ+ teens, this is a sentence you'll have heard a lot. It's something of a catchphrase for 16-year-old character Nick Nelson, who repeats it at least 5 times during his coming-out process. For some viewers, this is apparently overkill. It's fine to say it a couple times, but every single time is too much, complained one TikTok user in a now-deleted video. Reddit threads and countless social media posts have explored and perpetrated the backlash to Nick's repeated clarification. What these complaints miss is that Nick's character only constantly reiterates his sexuality because the people in his life consistently miss or deny it. Almost every time he comes out to a new person, they think his relationship with boyfriend Charlie must mean that he's exclusively romantically interested in men. His statement is a correction. He isn't gay, he's bi. Actually, in scenes that will feel all too familiar to many bisexual viewers, skepticism follows. If you're going to be gay, at least admit that you're gay, his brother responds. And you don't have to say you like girls if you don't. His well-meaning mom reassures him. These responses reflect the common misconception that bisexuality is merely a transitional orientation, or as Sex and the City's Carrie Bradshaw put it, a layover on the way to gay town. This, for many, is the archetypal bisexual experience. Despite our coming out as bisexual, we're often defined by the gender of the person we're in a relationship with. Like in Nick's case, those of us in same-sex relationships are seen exclusively as gay, while those in opposite-sex relationships are perceived as straight. We've seen this happening with numerous celebrities, from comedian Mae Martin to Alan Cumming. The first time I ever dated a girl, I was immediately being asked if I was a lesbian, says Kristen Stewart, another bi-celeb who is often mislabeled. Sadly, Nick's Heartstopper storyline also reflects the biphobia Kit Connor, the actor who plays him, experienced in real life. In 2022, he was driven off Twitter with accusations that he was queerbaiting because he was playing a queer character and was assumed to be straight. Back for a minute, I'm bi. Congrats for forcing an 18-year-old to out himself, he tweeted in 2022. Originally used to describe forms of media that hint at queerness in storylines to appeal to LGBTQ+ audiences, the term queerbaiting is now often used to accuse celebrities of adopting the markers of queerness without actually being queer. Many in Hollywood have been accused of it, but Harry Styles is a frequent target. Most recently, Billy Porter accused Styles, who has never named his sexuality, of using my community to elevate you. In Connor's case, this criticism may be rooted in the same biphobia we see on screen, and more specifically, in compulsory heterosexuality. Audiences assumed Connor to be straight because he hadn't said otherwise, an assumption that's based in the widespread belief that heterosexuality is the default. The consequence of this is the bullying and cajoling of people about their sexuality, often forcing them out of the closet before they are ready, without allowing them to define or not define, and to continually assert his sexuality in the face of disbelief, reflect many bi people's experience. It also remedies a dearth in popular culture of bisexual characters who explicitly name their bisexuality at all. For years, everyone from Piper in Orange is the New Black to Marissa Cooper and the OC to Buffy the Vampire Slayer's Willow have portrayed bisexuality, largely without the B word so much as leaving anyone's lips. This kind of erasure, alongside more obvious forms of biphobia, has been extensively theorized to contribute to the higher rates of depression and anxiety among bi people when compared with those who identified as gay or straight. Heartstopper explores this when Nick attempts to come out to friends, and we see the self-hating, negative stereotypes he's internalized swirling above his head. Pick a side, cheater, I should have known you'd turn out to be gay, liar. That's why seeing a main character voice and name their bisexuality proudly, despite the erasure he faces, feels so important, especially in a show aimed at young people who may be grappling with complicated feelings about their own sexualities. And with bi people being less likely to be out than gay and lesbians, despite making up over half of the LGBT+ community. If Nick's character says it a lot, it's about time. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.